This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com.
Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Well, on the gold market situation is a bit different compared to the euro, and by far market is completed. Our major condition is the standing and holding above the broken highs, preferably above the weekly pivot point, and we see that market is going in the tight range above the weekly pivot point and hasn't even shown retracement to the nearest support, 1341. That stands very close to the weekly pivot support one. That is in fact our major area to watch for, since we said that it will be normal if market will retest the broken highs, reach this support cluster and turn to the upside. That is the perfect way of the bullish development that we would like to see, because this if this will happen as in such manner, then probably it will eliminate any questions to any suspicions on the whether this breakout was real or not, and that will be just the normal and perfect development on the bullish side. So currently market stands in even tighter range, and in by far we could say that it's in general the moderately bullish sentiment here in market, since market has passed through the previous tops and hold above them. That is good sign. Now, compared to the euro has failed to hold above the broken highs and returns right back below them. Well, here is a bit different story. Well, what we could expect in the nearest future and today and tomorrow trading sessions on the gold market? Well, on the gold market we still could get some retracement, but as market yesterday has failed to show us clear ABCD pattern, here I suspect that market could form the butterfly pattern. It's upward continuation. Whether this pattern will work or not, will it lead to some reversal or to some deep retracement, I do not know currently. But as market by this action to the downside has held above these lows, that always will open the road for the appearing of the butterfly. Also take a look how this price action stands compares to the MACD predictor. Market has shifted trend to the bearish side, so you can see, but it stands flat right below this MACD predictor line. So market in fact doesn't show any downward development, and it creates the high lows. That could be the indication of the bullish dynamic pressure and could lead to the appreciation with this pattern, with this potential butterfly. Another scenario could be some going to flatter ABCD action, and market still could reach the level that we have discussed around 1341 area. But mostly by the action how market behaves right now, it really looks like the butterfly is more probable. Anyway, if you since that is our major level to watch for, if you would like to take the long position here, you probably should hide your stop somewhere below this confidence support. Because if market will fail and erase this butterfly and taken out of this loss, that will not eliminate the potential for the bullish development. In fact, market will still remain in terms of the normal retracement, if even market will taken out of this loss and erase the butterfly. Until market will hold above the 1340 area, that is the normal reasonable retracement within the bullish trend. That's why it's better to place stop below this area, despite whether you will take the position on the butterfly or will expect and wait for the ABCD pattern. Well, if you drop your time frame lower to the 15-minute chart to the 5-minute chart, you will find some patterns there. So probably you could try to take the position based on that patterns. I do not know. Maybe you will find some patterns that could let you to place tighter stop. But taking a look at the 4-hour time frame and speaking in terms of the daily trading, well, the erasing of the butterfly will not mean the erasing of the bullish context. That's why the placing stop right below the invalidation point of the butterfly will be not quite appropriate place and area for the stop order. Well, on the hourly time frame, current consolidation looks like the triangle that has the lower border as the weekly pivot point. Also, that is the also confidence support is around 13.55 on the hourly time frame. So in fact, this is triangle, and potentially, usually triangles become the continuation pattern. So anyway, we could say on the gold market that the bullish context still holds. Market shows the normal and reasonable price action. I do not see any curious development, curious behavior that could force us to think that probably the bullish development stands under question. No, market now stands above the weekly pivot point. It forms some consolidation after the hitting some targets, after the hitting a daily average pot. It shows some retracement, and this retracement is rather tight. So as I said, market hasn't even quite reached our level that we have expected to see initially. It's around 1340 area. So it's even a tighter consolidation, and that's why all that I could say is that bullish context on the gold market is still here.